Welcome back to the Mobitude channel. I'm Matt. Andrew's not here today, but we have some great videos coming up with both of us. For today, though, I'm going to be talking about the Fantastic Four trailer that dropped earlier today. I think it looks like a piece of shit, in my opinion. I know some people dig it, but let's get right into it. So, the funny thing is there's never been a good adaptation of the Fantastic Four. For whatever reason, maybe these characters are just so odd that, it doesn't really translate too well to live action. However, they were able to do it with other weird characters from Marvel in the past. So I don't know. I think it can be done. It's definitely fucking possible, but I don't know if it's bad luck, if it's a curse or what. But maybe I'm also, I'm going off of just a trailer. Maybe the movie itself is going to be good. And I'm just not a fan of the trailer for whatever reason. But to start off, I think the Thing in the movie, the character of the Thing, looks fucking awful. I don't know what the hell they were going for there, but it just didn't look good. It just looked unnatural, looked odd, it looked weird, it looked out of place. It didn't blend well with the environment, and I think what they did is they did have practical effects. I'm pretty sure I saw pictures a while ago of them filming, and they added real person under the Thing makeup or the costume or whatever. I think what they did though is that they put CGI over it. Whatever they're doing, I'm praying to God they fix before the actual movie comes out, because it just doesn't look right. Something looks a little fucking off with the Thing. But I actually did like his voice. I didn't have an issue with his voice. A lot of people are complaining about the guy's voice. The actor from The Bear, he's a good actor. I don't have any issues with him, and I think he's going to give a pretty good performance. But the CGI, they have to get right on that, in my opinion. But I didn't like Vanessa Kirby. I didn't like her delivery of any of her lines in the trailer. I thought she was very overdramatic. It wasn't a naturalistic performance or a realistic delivery of those lines, which, people can say I'm nitpicking, but, when you're coming out with the first trailer for this movie that's supposed to kind of reinvigorate the Marvel Cinematic Universe and kind of get people into it again, I think they could have done a much better job with the trailer. So yeah, I wasn't really a fan of the type of performance she's going for as Sue Storm. Maybe it was just the lines they chose to include, but from what I've heard from that character so far, I'm not really digging that casting. Pedro Pascal is fine. I mean, he's definitely a good actor. I liked him a lot in The Last of Us. For Reed Richards, though, I mean, there was nothing about him in that trailer that screamed at me, oh wow, he's going to be a great Reed Richards. It just felt like Pedro Pascal in a comic book movie. So, Vanessa Kirby, not for me, at least in this movie. Pedro Pascal, whatever, it wasn't like my reaction to Vanessa Kirby, where I just felt like she was kind of overdramatic. Pedro Pascal was fine. And then, the other guy from Stranger Things who played the Human Torch, I think he actually has a chance of being the standout in the film, in my opinion. I think he has the potential to do a really good job in that role. I hope they do the character justice. So, and then what else? Oh yeah, the posters that came out at the same time as the trailer, around the same time. Definitely AI. I think the AI shit is just pathetic. I get using AI for, comedic purposes, for stupid YouTube videos and for jokes and for memes, but for a movie, like a professional film from a giant studio that's coming out that people are going to be paying money to see, they should be doing better than AI generated content when you're trying to promote it. Those posters were really bad. So I also feel like after those two kind of shitty Fantastic Four movies from the early 2000s and that god-awful one from, I don't even remember what year that other one came out, I feel like the trailer for this film should have been cut in a way where it really built a lot of hype, and there really should have been a more unique and more special component to this trailer that really made it feel like a groundbreaking film. But maybe it's just not a groundbreaking film, and there wasn't really a way to cut a trailer like that if the movie is just kind of average, which it very well could be. And in my personal opinion, I don't know how many more average movies or projects Marvel can continue to put out until, you know, people just start losing a lot of interest in it. Because don't get me wrong, I love certain MCU movies, like the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie I think is great, but a lot of their stuff lately has just been kind of all over the place. But yeah, wasn't a fan of the trailer. I kind of think the movie looks like shit overall. There were a couple of things about it that I did like. I liked the setting. At least the setting is something new and kind of exciting. I mean, they've gone back to the 60s here and there throughout some of these films in the MCU, but they've never put an entire MCU movie in the 60s. So I do think that's pretty cool. A whole different time period. But even the theme music I didn't like. I didn't like the chanting of the theme where it's saying Fantastic Four. I don't know what they were going for with that. I feel like they should have leaned more into the 60s vibe for the music for the theme song, because the 60s was a great decade for music. They could have really gone that direction with it, almost had a theme inspired by the Beatles or the Stones or something like that, fused with a score pretty much instead of what they went for. So yeah, for me it's just too many things that kind of fell flat or that I didn't find interesting. And another thing that I forgot to mention about the thing earlier is that the scene where he's wearing the trench coat and the hat, I liked what they were trying to go for there, but there's definitely an issue with that CGI. As soon as he's done looking at the TV through the window, he sees the footage of him when he still looked like a human, his face immediately goes into a frown or into this sad face, but immediately. There's no gradual progression of emotion on his face, so it just makes it look like a cartoon. You can't have a huge component of that film look like a cartoon. I don't think it works, in my opinion. But they got a few months to clean up the CGI, make it look better. I hope they do. I don't like when movies that a ton of people put a shitload of hard work and time and effort into fail and are bad. I don't hope for that, but from what I've seen from the film, I'm not excited about it. But I'm holding out hope, because anything can happen between now and when the movie actually comes out. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you thought of the trailer. If you think it's going to be a groundbreaking film or a great film, if you think Marvel's finally going to kind of get back on a lot of people's radars and get back to making some pretty damn good films, because back in the day there were some really good ones. So let me know, and as always, thank you for any and all support here on the channel. We got some goals and some pretty cool projects coming up in the works, so be sure to subscribe, like, and comment, all of that boring generic shit that everybody says at the end of a YouTube video. Right now we're just trying to get up to 250 subscribers, so as soon as we hit that, we're gonna make a little video thanking people on that one, and then after that, we're gonna try to get up to 500. So breaking it down into little goals. I'm fucking rambling, but I hope you all have a fantastic night or day, depending on where the hell you are in the world. And yeah, Godspeed, Arrivederci, take it easy.